Check a one, check a one, check a one, check a one, two.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure. The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
This here's the most important work in the galaxy. We run the resources.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here. What's your poison? He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look. Nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money... Let me confirm email. Okay? Let's talk. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine.
You get a lot of new faces passing through here. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, you don't do this job for 45 years by losing it. You don't guess. You know that. And you better know it if you want to keep drinking in my bar. So long.
Stonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Crew accounted for. We are ready to depart.
do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our vanguard was heading to next. Easy. 3 ships to our 1. We cut down to minimal ship power and creep forward. They might not notice us getting closer. But yes, worst case, we fight our way through. Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. As he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond, touched your magnificence, that he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace.
You are nothing more than an offering.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? I'll let you guess what happened. No other ship readings in the area. No, but I think I see some... There's a UC sat... If we can get close enough to it, we could... Exactly. Minimal ship... Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow. An offering for the great serpent. what do we have? See that cluster of ships? Varoons? I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No, there's a UC sat. If we can get close. Exactly. Great Serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised and cast the accursed into shadow.
Your doom.
cluster of shit. I'll let you guess what happened. No, there's a UC Saturn. If we can get close. Exactly. Footsteps.
Oh, Lord.
While we're here, we should definitely stock up on supplies at the exchange. Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least, don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
The locals tend to stay out of trouble. Visitors? That's another story. Sergeant Booth at your service. Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real though, I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Cydonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. Be seeing you around.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but plenty of them. People call them home.
Keep on the straight and narrow, and there won't be anything to worry about. Careful near the railings on the other.
How's the saying go? Show no mercy, leave no quarter.
How's it going?
The Red Planet lives up to its name, huh?
Just
hard
because
to
the
work.
governor's office is right there on the main line.
Hello.
I keep telling myself, next year, it's back to... Let me guess. Well, that's a relief. Sorry. I tend to think that... I know it's my job to help people, and I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you? Of course. Just try to make it quick in case things get busy. Okay, one moment while I look. can barely see what's wrong with you. Are you sure you're not... A stitch here and a stitch there. You'll be right as... All right. You're good to go. Now stay safe out there. Bollocks. Is that how I come off now? Work's getting to me, I suppose. It's always... Well, maybe if you took the time to properly... Sorry for the rant, just... You know, I've been saying that going on 10 years now. You'd think I'd take me own advice, open up my own practice on a nice, safe world, maybe settle down with someone. I'd be much happier, for sure. But the truth is, the pay is exceptional here, and all these careless idiots keep me busy. Maybe it's enough to stay with it and retire early instead. See you around.
Yes?
You've got something for me? Maybe another time.
We got a lot of good stuff here. Come take a look, eh? Hello, welcome. I've got a little latte, but that's because I tried. Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, my prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. Take a look. Be safe out there.
While indulging in alcoholic beverages is not discouraged, operating heavy machinery while under the influence is dangerous to yourself and those around you. Please always drink responsibly.
Before you say anything, no, Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is nothing like what Earth used to be.
Extravagant gamble Tatum, and the movie is poised to
I wish there was something more to do around here.
I believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now.
Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get... I've got a plan for solving... Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living when there's an entire universe to explore.
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia.
Error.
It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are you? I hope you've got your own cutter. I don't have any to lend out. See you around.
Hey.
Working the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks. I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Not having any trouble mining the ore, are you?
Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all. Yeah, no worries, mate. I can totally just sit down. Or...
not so bad for one of the oldest mines. As I'm sure you know, that, among other major, the prestige and pay that comes. Don't forget,
I'm here if you need anything.
I can't believe we're still pulling up huge mineral deposits after all this time.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section the other day.
I'm listening. So long.
Whew, this game has me everywhere.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here, and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. It was
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
Sarah Morgan! You know, I was just mentioning you to someone. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. Oh boy, I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice, know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this... You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't... I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Security got wind, and... I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in Newark. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right? Sure thing. What can I get you? See you around. I don't want to sound desperate, but any luck finding? Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Catch you later.
Pardon. Something you need? Want to see what I'm carrying? Bye.
New Atlanta sure is shiny.
Nice day, huh?
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians. There's something I can help you with? Not really sure. Whenever they get through their backlog, I guess. Is there a reason you're asking? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. That's what I'm hoping. I hear you. I know what you're trying to do. It isn't gonna work. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to...
It's really not safe for civilians here. Watch for the engine blast, will you? They'll bowl you right over.
What can I help you with? Hurry back. All right, let's go.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I am not staring, I am analyzing. This is important xenobiological work. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought.
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. I don't normally solicit. Well, that's... There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze them.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis. Good.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunk.
Shiona.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship. What?
Welcome everybody, thank you. Sit back and enjoy.
It took years to get it looking just like this.
Whatever you say.
I know, you think this is a joke of a job. Keeping the grounds immaculate. Take pride in it.
Nobody cares. Nobody's looking.
Expecting me to jump down after you. flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick on the land. Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher or one of the... But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. But we're not. Long story. Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you... Now that is exactly what we need. Someone willing to learn. We're not talking urban pacification here. This is safety and security. Easy. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Yeah, we all got friends who need things, but we've also got rules and regulations. Your friend can... You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city, headquarters of the... Aegis, they're basically, while we're separate departments, we do Agent Plato... Yeah, your friend... Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's what... As for why, you can ask Aegis. Let me know if you have any questions.
Hey there. You have a nice day now.
Yo, what's up? It's treating me pretty good.
How's the investigation going? Take care.
Thank you for asking. I hope you enjoy the gameplay. This will be uploaded to YouTube later as well. I'm going to take about a couple-minute break, and then I'll be back. I'm going to take about a... Okay, yes, I am back. Thank you for being patient. I didn't mean to just walk off like that. But yes, this game is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely like Fallout 4, everything else that Bethesda has done, absolutely amazing.
Hey.
What do you think I should wear? I'm thinking something.
Yeah, what is it?
But understated.
Time to go?
Really? I wouldn't do that.
some kind of an acrobat?
Engineering's going to need to run those numbers again.
Good to see you again. Quite the lab, huh? The UC spares no expense.
The range is available if you need it, but I'd better not see you pointing a weapon anywhere else.
I'll take test tubes over laser guns any day of the week, thank you. Goodbye.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division. I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you...
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment.
Just in any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised.
So I'd like someone from UC Security to take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our... Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station.
Oh my God.
The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done. No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is we keep an eye on. Well, you're certainly entitled to that. You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first... Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. Good luck with the mission.
This was the test run.
Still have questions? Go ahead. How's the investigation going? Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a... As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork. Anyway, here's your payment.
My bad, people. Look out. Beep, 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 beep. Look out. It's so quick. It's not like, well, Fallout where it takes like 30,000 minutes for it to load in. It's like circle, circle, bam, in. Well, this one took a minute. A little bit more time.
Yeah?
Because yeah. Alright. I mean, it's supposed to do that.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis.
I'm sorry, I
Can you
really can't
imagine
afford to be
all the
distracted.
changes it's
I need to
seen?
get to the bottom of this. Yes. Concern. I work for the scientific... Are you familiar with this particular spec? Finally, somebody understands. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If I don't normally solicit help from... Well, that's... there's a series of... They've been running for long enough that I think it's...
Dude, what? This is...
concert by classical violinist Alyssa DeVille.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be here?
close enough to land.
Wait.
You know, сейчас.
Yes? You needed something?
All right, I want to find these things.
By the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Not right now.
Started her own homestead. She's so amazing. She keeps making me look bad.
Another day, another shift.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Can't go away. You just can't.
Welcome to Whetstone. If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, look no further. Why wouldn't you?
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2... Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that... Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found, trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. Yes, of course. Please, take a look. You mean besides providing a pleasant face? It's all in the name. Never a dull moment. Always something. I know some people don't believe it. Right. Come back if you need something else.
Working at the distribution center can be tiring, but it's...
No, I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. You're seeing the doctor. That's it.
The procedure is low risk, but that still means risk. Maybe some other time. I have that report that's due.
I appreciate... If it isn't my favorite... So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. Oh. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. This data... Well, it's alarming to say the least. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may... Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to... The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed. I must consult with... Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously.
I might complain about landing here, but I have to admit, there is a sort of hidden beauty to the Martian landscape.
Careful near the railings on the upper level.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
That's just a lack of empathy. They're willing to change if it affects their own, but not others.
You look like you need a hug. I like hugs, but not from strangers. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday.
Are they?
I think I used to, when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad... I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, wanna help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Too big to fail territory. You don't say.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News. And the final scores were surprisingly tight, with Tayo Astroneering earning a single award more than rivals Stroud Echo. One judge said, technologically, it's neck. Neck. Really, there's no bad choice in this.
Willem, what can I do you for? A friend offered me a nice cushy office job.
It is illegal to transport coins or metabolites to Mars without going through an official UC channel or our trained boarding partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation. Thank you for your cooperation.
I've warmed up to Mars since I came here.
Keep it simple. We get a lot of new faces passing through here. Plenty. But if I went blabbing, you don't do this job. So long.
Can you believe people used to... It's not easy living inside Order.
How are you doing?
Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently. Taking this incentives from starters.
Am I glad I got this job instead of finding some dead rock up? Hey. What a day, huh?
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work, good pay.
There's nothing like seeing old soul coming through the big window in the morning.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
I'm saying that I have another poster here to do.
Just put the pictures up where you think lots of people are going to see them.
Yes.
A strong community is stronger than
Faith in God is what got us to the stars.
Please remain 2 meters away for your safety. Only a qualified supervisor may change my directives.
Space Frog? I just know people are going to... Hi! Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good. I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
I will have to be right back.
Hey, let me know.
I don't want to be right, but hold on.
So I can...
watch your back.
Well, yeah.
Hello.
Ah, if it isn't. Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for Murray. Yeah, we all got friends who need things. But your friend It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, let me know if you have any questions. Officer? Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps. Good. Report back here when the matter's resolved. Take care.
Ha ha ha.
All of our signature dishes are unique. There is simply no parallel to the food you will find here. One.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered. I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Dawn's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
Having a good one?
Yes, what? Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that... Thank you. He's a scoundrel and a fiend, and I was wrong to ever think otherwise. 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter. It was supposed to be a romantic dinner. our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? Still, I went to the date and held it together, not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it. He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my He gifted it to me when he... I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the set. Maybe I'll even take pictures.
Nice day for a picnic.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Ugh. Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drone. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who... But you know how it goes. Here, take this.
Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors. These findings are alarming. The data from the biosensors speaks for itself.
The Embassy District is a controversial place.
Hi, how you doing?
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I
There
hadn't
we
expected to run
go.
into you again. Indeed I am. The success of... There is growing concern. The data we gathered... Because we've never seen this before, it's imperceptible by normal human standards now. You are not the first to suggest it. There is data regarding... Not necessarily, but if you're offering your service, one of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, he and I don't see eye to eye, and so far I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, I suggested nothing of the sort. Although, now that I think about it, I confess. Anyway, no. I just need his data. The last time I saw him, he was being...
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
Oh, wow.
Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. What? Is he seriously? No. No way. Kelton is... Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just... Is he seriously? No. No way. Kelton is... Right. Of course, we're all... he really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in... Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjust. I found a backdoor into the MAST network so I could make some changes to my personnel files. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. From where I'm standing, kinda seems like it is. Funny, you're not the first person to tell me that. Oh well. There is, and I already explained exactly. Advancing my career is the right thing. Enough. The deal is the deal. Just get in, access her term. Oh, don't worry about it. Most of it is fine. I get a chance to keep doing the exemplary job I've been doing. Between you and me, as little as... I'm just kidding, of course. I work really... These days, I just help out wherever.
All right, let's get this dude's career. Be illegal. Woo! Let's do it, baby.
I hated if a single disease could wipe them all out.
Go. For it.
With the consignment shop. Your first day tomorrow?
Yeah, I officially passed my
Where did you learn to pick up? You know what, on second thought?
I didn't do shit, y'all.
We're going to celebrate hard tomorrow night.
Spaceport techs make good money. Things are looking up.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they don't.
You have some good news for me? They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. Hand it over to him, stuff it down his throat. It's all the same to me.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the masked payroll. I hope you have the data. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it... And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure But you have once again come through for me. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
And the responsibility of man. A small gathering of Sanctum Universal faith.
I need some time to verify this data. Make sure.
I was just going to galvanic, one person said. Do I have to be subjected to universal propaganda? But then you may be the minority. And the message.
I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. You have no idea how... Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet, the tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors. They're listening. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibration. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. No, I'm sorry, but I believe that reaction... Now, as of yet, there has been no response. And clearly, while it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just... clearly no exo... Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died. If I had that, we could then... The museum in Achilles. I don't know anything about her. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Our whole office is getting moved to Gagarin.
I'm so excited to see Tony after work.
Head to my crew position.
Alright, I will be back later. Thank you all very much. Be back later. Stay tuned for this video, this stream to be on YouTube. Thank you. This has been Starfield.